twist.
Who are ya? Who are ya? Hey.
I think I'm gonna pass out. All my toes in his mouth.
I can't get my eyelashes right. I've just had them done.
Yeah, I can't believe she actually said that to you. Anyway, back on with the pod. We're back. How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. How'd you feel? Episode 2?
Oh,
I know. Was you anxious when it went out?
Yeah, a little bit.
I was, I was like, because we spent quite a lot of time and effort putting all this together, and then it actually went out, and then I was like, oh, what if people don't like it? But overall, I think the feedback I've had is pretty good. What about you?
Yeah, I've positive, to be fair, so let's keep going.
It's been a good week.
We were going to anyway, whether you didn't like it anyway.
Yeah, probably. It's been a good week. We've had the pod go out. I've got my Nickelback ticket.
Hey!
Yeah, there we go.
Who are you going with?
On my own.
Yeah.
I've started to do a lot more stuff. I mean, I probably sound like a little lone wolf here, but I've started to do a lot more stuff on my own because I just can't. I hate relying on people. So do you ever have like not even just one person, but do you ever like say if you needed, I don't know, information or a lift or wanted confirmation someone's coming with you?
There's nothing worse than having to rely on someone or waiting upon something.
Yeah, I find like it's like, so say for example, if you wanted to go, let's pick an event, Bongos Bingo.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think that's somewhere I'd go on my own though. I feel like you need a friend for that.
No, you would need a friend. I'm with you, but say if you really wanted to go and you're like, oh, will you come with me? And you always get that one, like that person who's like, oh, I'll come with you. And you're like, oh, great. And then the tickets go on sale and you're like, are we booking this ticket? And it's always something last minute. It's like, oh yeah, I'll sort it out next week. Is this too close to home? Like,
it happens.
It's just something that's like...
It happens.
And none of my friends, like, this might come as a shock. None of my friends like Nickelback. And
no.
I know, right? So
nobody does.
They announced the European tour, and I was like, I'm going, whether I go on my own or not. I'm sick of like missing out on stuff because I'm waiting for other people.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff that I've not done because I've been waiting for someone else.
Do you know what though? I feel like a concert is a place. I've not done it, but I feel like it's a safe place to go on your own because you're with other people who admire that person that you've paid to see. Yeah. Like it'd be easy to make a next door neighbour friend at an event like that.
I've been to shows in the past where there's been other people in the crowd who are just like on their own and we just like, oh, tag in with us.
I love that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, last time, like this was a few years ago. Last time we went to a concert. We got speaking to this couple that were next to us, another couple, and then there was a girl that was on her own as well, and we ended up being like a little circle of like friends for that 2-hour show. Oh. Never spoke to him since. I hope they're doing well. But they were all dead. I've got a picture of us all together.
I'll
cute.
Show you.
I'll show you.
We'll put it. We'll add it.
But there's loads of stuff like that now that I can't be bothered waiting around for other people to say yes, I'll come along. Especially with doing gigs and that anyway. So if I'm doing something out of town and I'm staying over in a hotel, like at first I was like, oh, I'll have to just order something to the hotel room, but I don't just want to.
I'll go for dinner on my own.
Would you?
Oh,
I've done it.
I love it. Get me a table for one.
Where's your favourite place to go on your own?
Been to Gusto a couple of times. Been to Revolution on the docks.
Nice.
And when I was in London, I'd do it all the time. I don't care if it's a little Subway or a little 5-star restaurant. I'll go on my own. Girls got to eat.
You've got to, and that's what so I was in Glasgow. I did a weekend in Glasgow on my bill, and
you were on the bill.
On the bill, and you get cabin fever. Do you know when you just sat in the hotel, like, and you want to go out? You need that. It's confidence, isn't it? It's confidence to go. I'll go and do this.
And there's quite a few things I do on my own. One that cropped up actually yesterday. So I went to see Beyonce's Renaissance film. Yeah, it was like of the tour, little background bits. It was brilliant. And the girls that I'd gone to see Beyonce with on the Edinburgh show, one had gone on her own yesterday.
Yeah.
And the other girls, we all live in different places. And they were like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. And then they were like, oh, they're going to go on their own.
Yeah. I've not been to cinema on my own. I know people who have. I feel like I could do.
Yeah.
But as a father of two, I'm just into the same films my kids are into.
So you're just going to take them,
just
aren't
take
you?
the kids, isn't it?
Kill two birds with one stone.
Let's go watch Spider-Man. That looks like
Why are you so obsessed with Spider-Man?
I have to be because my youngest is into Spider-Man, isn't
You don't have to like what other people like,
No,
you know.
it's
You
different when
do
it's your
you.
kids. You've got to be into it when your kids are. You just have to. Like, imagine if Ted could talk and he was like, "Our boss is this chew toy, but you don't chew toys."
I love Little Dino. I love it.
Exactly. But if it was someone else's dog,
Because
you'd be
it
like,
makes
"Will
them
you
so
piss off with this
happy?"
little thing. And that's why I'm into Spider-Man as well, and the Avengers and things like that. Have you ever done a spa?
Not on my own, but I would.
I've done one because I had I think it was in Leicester, and I had nothing on all day, and I was just sat in the house, and I was like, I want to go do something, but like it's awkward when the gig's like it's a Saturday and the gig's at like 8, and you've got literally from when you wake up to 8 to sort of find something to do.
Yeah, it's a long day.
I was like, I want to go do something, but I didn't know what it was. So I was like, I fancy going swimming, but I didn't want to go to the local one because it's just, well, you've seen it.
One adult to the swim session, please.
But I wanted like the sauna and the steam room and things like that. So I found one that was like about half an hour's drive away from the gig. And at first I was like, you know, you're a bit body conscious as well. You're like, people are just going to be...
Oh, get it out.
I did.
Who's asked?
I had the biggest tits in the pool.
Show off.
Everyone's there relaxing. I'm there like, cannonball! I had a well night. Do you know what? Like, so I went in the pool for a bit. It chilled out. I went in the jacuzzi. I went
jacuzzi. Ah, oui, monsieur.
I went in I went in everything. The sauna, the steam room.
Well done, you.
I had a nice little chill. Got a nice little shower. Went to the gig, and then I was so tired. I was like, I'm ready for a sleep.
Yeah, you can't be too chill before you've got a gig.
I was so chill.
I like going to your gigs though. Like when we got on the Glee Club the other week.
Yeah, you come on your own.
And I sat there on my own.
Yeah,
I was okay with
I'm
that.
not mingling with the crowd.
I've never physically booked a comedy ticket on my own, but I'm quite happy sitting on my own.
Yeah.
I'm not arsed that I'm pig laughing next to someone. I don't care.
Yeah, you've got no shame.
I've got no shame. Life is for living and enjoying yourself.
Yeah, you've got it.
So if I'm doing that, I don't give a fuck.
So we work a comedy night in Chester for Dan Nightingale. It's at the St. Mary's Creative Space. Old church, a lot of history. It's dead weird because like the green room's next to a tomb. Yeah, it's like...
Shut up, is there someone in it?
Yeah, well, I've not opened it to check, but it looks like there's...
Not opened it to check. Hello, oh, so sorry to bother you.
Sorry to disturb you, but we're ordering a Nando's. Would you like one? What's a Nando? I know you died in 1603.
They probably still have spicier food than you little fucking fanny.
Yeah, lemon and herb all the way. Yeah, so we do this old church, and a lot of people come on their own, like lone wolfing.
Lone wolfing.
I can't even speak today. And I admire him for it.
Yeah.
And I think like, so especially doing like comedy gigs, I think it's like an unwritten rule. But if you start speaking to someone and it comes across like, well, you find out they're on their own.
Yeah.
You leave it. Like, I do anyway. There's probably people who don't, but I would be like, we're not taking the piss out of this person.
I went to one a few months back, and there was this guy, the most eccentric guy you've ever seen in your life,
in the audience,
on the front row, on his own.
Yeah,
literally dressed as the maddest character I've ever seen. He lived on a boat.
Like what? From like maddest character from Mr. Men?
Just the maddest, like his character.
Oh,
the way he, like him as a character, like just him as a person.
Oh right, okay. Why?
He was just mad. He just looked like a bad nonce. And he was like, I live on a boat.
Right. You said eccentric and he's got a lot of character. I'm thinking this person, he was dressed like spars. You know, he's got a bit of style, and then you're like, you look like a bad nonce.
It was just dead sad. But you know what? He got absolutely annihilated by every single comedian that was on because he was just
nonsense
there. Just there.
Yeah. He
was asking for it. And to be fair to him, he took it on the chin. As we've all done on the odd occasion.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, sorry, do you get it all in? And
We on about spaghetti bolognese?
Yeah.
Oh, everywhere. Dinner badges.
I can imagine. Honest to God, if you ever see him, you've always got food down, yeah.
I'm pretty sure this top's like got a stain on it somewhere.
You're fucking so
I did it at my
messy.
mate's wedding. I even tucked, like the little
tablecloth. I wrapped myself in the tablecloth.
I tucked it in and everything, and then when I
you
took it
can't
out,
tuck in. That's an ick. That
ick away, because do you know what's more of an ick? Tomato juice.
no, I think. Well, it doesn't matter because did you still get it on even though you tucked your napkin in? So why did you even bother?
I took it off and then,
you look like a dickhead, and then you still look like a double dickhead.
I took it off, and Paul was like, "How have you still got tomato juice on your shirt?" I was like, it's my mum's DNA. My mum does it. Honestly, my mum, that's who I get it from. I've seen her.
Well, I'm going to be having words with her because it's not okay.
She didn't teach us properly.
She didn't teach us properly.
I can't talk today. I don't.
Are you okay, hon?
No, I'm not okay.
But you're going to see Nickelback, so everything's going to be fine.
On my own or not?
Yay!
But I've at a few places on my own. I'm down with it now, and I'm sick of just relying on people and then missing out.
Sometimes it's just nice to be in your own company as well.
I love my own company.
Sames.
I was talking about this in the green room the other week. So it was in Blackburn, and we would talk. I think the Euro Millions was something daft like 100 and something million, and everyone does that. Like, what would you do if you won the lottery? I'm going to ask you, what would you, if you, so it's 100 million, 100 million jackpot, you get a little beep, beep, beep on your phone, and you've won it. What are you doing?
Probably scream.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah.
Ring me best mate.
Get you to go.
Go to work the next day.
Would you?
I'd give me notice in.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd do my notice period. I'd give me 3 months notice period.
3 months notice
Yeah.
period.
In that time, I'd start booking things for after that 3 months. So a gorgeous little
What are you going to do if you don't work the 3 months?
I don't know.
Fuck
It's in my
off.
contract.
What are you going to do if you don't? They're not going to arrest you.
I don't know, but you know what? 3 months is nothing, is it? The weeks fly by. So I'd do that. I'd start looking at houses, buy one of them outright, none of this little deposit-ish.
We don't need to do with 100 million.
Buy it outright.
You can have it made.
And just book holidays. And then I'd probably look at places that I wanted to volunteer at. Because I think being a millionaire with nothing to do in the day is going to be really boring.
What would you volunteer as?
I don't know. Maybe like a little homeless shelter.
With that type of money, though, you could build homes for them.
Well, yeah.
The world's possibility.
We'll see. I mean, I don't want to bankrupt myself in the first 12 months. But
your answer is completely the opposite to mine. So do you know what I would do?
Go on.
Fuck all. I'd literally do nothing for as long as I got bored of it. Until I got bored of it, rather. So
could you imagine though, like that? Even when you're like off work sick, or
this is my reasoning behind it. I have a reasoning.
Go on.
I'm a busy guy. I'm a busy guy.
Yeah.
Always doing something. I'm always literally from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, I'm doing something.
Yeah,
Whether
but a lot of that's work as well.
Work, kids, gigs, everything. I don't get chance to sit and do nothing.
Yeah, but it's boring after a while.
But I like my own company. So I'd do it until I got bored. I wouldn't have to stress about anything. I'd just do fuck. I'm dead good at doing fuck all.
Well done.
Honestly, it's one of my strengths. It's one of my strengths. But what are you good at? I am good at doing.
To be honest,
all.
I reckon I'm not too bad.
And that's what I'd do if I got that little buzz. I'd do fuck all for a bit, and then I'd probably. Do you know what? I'd say I wouldn't tell anybody.
Put the beside.
Yeah, you'd know. You'd know.
Oh, John's driving a 100 grand G-Wagon.
I wouldn't get a G-Wagon. I'd get a
Wouldn't
Urus.
A what?
A Lambo Urus. It's the Lamborghini. It's the 4x4
I know. Yeah. Okay.
I just feel like I'd suit it.
But not the G-Wagon.
No.
I'm getting a G-Wagon.
Yeah, of course.
And a smaller Mercedes.
Of course you will.
Like a little GLC.
Oh, you might as well. Have the alphabet. GLA, GLB.
I'll get one of everything and they'll all be different colours.
You'd be sad. Imagine that. Like, have you come into money? No. What makes you think that? Well, because you spelt your notice out using the red arrows in the sky.
My favourite
Higher than
resignation
that
was when we worked in the same building together.
Yeah.
And I did it via sympathy card.
Yeah, nice.
I loved it, you know.
With my deepest sympathy.
Deepest sympathy at your loss. And I was like, no one's died. It's me. I'm leaving in whatever, 2 weeks.
If I had a 3-month notice period and I'd won 100 million, there's not a cat in hell's chance I'm working that notice period.
I know, but I just think that would be like my last little sense of normality.
I think, listen.
I like my team.
You can like your team. I'm texting in. Hey, guess what? Bye. I don't know. I just.
And that's why I'm a better person than you.
You can be a better person than me, and I'll be doing absolutely fuck all. And I just keep checking my bank. Like, oh, look at that. There we go. Just look at it every now and then. But that's why I'm getting used to doing stuff on my own now. Because if you won that type of money, like, you'd have no one to do any of the stuff with. You'd have to give money away. Like, so imagine if you wanted to go, like, so say for example, if I won it and I was like, Michelle, just 100 million, should we go the Maldives? That's the goal. And you're like, oh, I can't get any annual leave and work.
Yeah.
I'd have to go on my own. So that's why I'm getting used to going
that's a place I would absolutely love to be on my own.
The Maldives?
Yeah, and a little private chef at the end of my little
private chef and that. It's very couplesy though, isn't it?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going on my own.
Go look at the turtles.
I'd do that. I think that would be lovely.
Would you go on holiday on your own?
Yeah, all day long.
Really?
Yeah.
I keep thinking about going.
I don't know if I'd do like travelling on my own.
No.
Do you know when people go backpacking?
I think I could do
that. But I think like a little trip to the Caribbean, New York, Canada, like absolutely.
What about those little glamping pods where they've got like the little hot tub?
Yeah,
Would you
I'd
do
do
one
that.
Of them on your own?
Yeah.
See, I want to go to one of them, but that's where I'm only just gaining my confidence. I'm actually still pretty anxious about going to this concert on my own, and it's not till next year. But I'm still a bit like, oh.
You'll be fine.
I know. I will go because there was another concert that I wanted to get tickets to, and I asked. It was a band that me and my mate are into. It was Stereophonics. And me and my mate both like him, and I was like, "Do you want to go?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then when it come round to booking tickets, he was like, "Oh, my sister's bought me one for my birthday. I'm going with her." And they had seating, so I was like,
so you couldn't even tag on.
So I couldn't even tag on, and I was like, "Oh, right, okay." And I didn't end up going, and I was gutted that I missed it. Like, so now I'm just like, if I want to go do something on my own or not, I'm just going to do it. That's my little, that's my new year, new me.
New year, new me.
Hey, did you hear Sticky Vicky died?
She didn't make it to me photo frame this week. I was more saddened.
I would even. I was going to say if Sticky Vicky walked in here now, but I mean I'd be shocked because she shouldn't. But I just mean like I don't know what I've seen Sticky Vicky.
Have you?
Yeah, I was like 14, 13.
No.
No, what it was, we went to Benidorm on a family holiday, and my cousin was like early 20s, and he was like, "Oh, you can come with us tonight. I'll look after him. I'll look after him." I was like 13, 14. He got me pissed on hooch.
Oh, I like a little hooch.
He took me to watch Sticky Vicky, a live sex show. And then he was trying to like fucking get me to chat up like girls that looked a similar age to me.
Stop it.
If anything, I'm thinking about it now going, was I groomed?
The 2000s was so much more fun.
Oh, like, he was like, yeah, all right, go over to that guy who's selling the roses, buy a rose, and go give it to that girl, right?
Who's 32.
So I was like, so I went over, like, I was like, can I have a rose, please? I bought this rose, and then he was like,
was it a real one or a little fakey?
I don't know, like, whatever they give out, the little lucky men.
Plastics.
Can you call them lucky men?
I don't know.
That's what they are, lucky.
Look at this.
Real genuine shit.
I think the accent is what makes it not okay.
Anyway, I can't do accents. That was North Yorkshire. So he goes, go get the rose. He said, now just go over to the girl. Just go, hi, I've bought you a rose. What's your name? I'm not that smooth. And I'm only like 13, 14. Yeah. So I just walked in, threw the rose at her.
What? And it head?
She was like, I got you this.
No, you never.
And ran off. shit one big time, you know.
Did you ever see it again?
No.
So you just launched a rose at her head and fucking pegged it?
That. How was your holiday? It was all right, but I got assaulted by a rose.
You are... Oh, John.
I was 13, 14.
You'd be the exact same now.
I would be the exact same now.
Hi, my name's John.
Hi, you met Michelle. I'm just not. I try and be smooth. I'm just not smooth. I was like, it was the way I remember doing it as well. I was like, oh yeah, just threw it.
That and poor girl.
And shit one and ran off. And then he was like, how did it go? Yeah, sound that.
I can't have a number because she hasn't got a phone.
She's here with her mum and dad though, so it's just a bit orcs, isn't it? Yeah, and then so we went to
I can't believe that.
Went to watch Sticky Vicky, and you see some things. Everything people say she does, she does. Like,
I mean, that's why she's got the job.
Like, not just ping pong. She pulled out like a 2-foot candle. It was about like
who's making 2-foot long candles?
Right, no. So basically,
how thick was it? Like a Roman candle?
No, like an average size girth. I don't know. Like, it's
so
not.
Now we know how the circumference of yours. Average size.
It's just an average size. Like, you know,
like a 50 pence piece.
One that won't hurt, but will do the job. Anyway, enough about candles.
Oh, I can't even.
Started this to sort of further my career, and I just feel like every single episode has just been going down and down.
That's what happens when you invite me on.
So we get this. She cocks her legs up, and then she pulls out this candle, right?
I forgot we were talking about Sticky Vicky. It was like, who? Okay, yeah.
She pulls out this candle, it's like 2 foot long, and then she does something, and it turns into a cloth. But it's a candle, like, because she bangs it. It's like it's a candle, and then she goes, and it goes into like this like little cloth thing, right?
Was it lit at the end?
No, imagine that.
Just sitting there, fucking Catherine wheels hanging off her.
Well, she and then she pulled out razor blades.
Why?
Because she can.
But did she not slice a little? Oh.
No. And then she goes behind this like little wall thing, and then she comes back round, and honestly, I've seen things. And I was like 13, 14.
That scares me. I nicked a bit of my flap once when I was shaving. Lovely. So the thought of pulling a razor blade out,
and it was, and then she gets someone. She hands these razor blades that she's just pulled out, because they're like tied together on string. Pardon me. They're all like tied together on string, and then she'll pass it to someone
to touch.
Yeah.
Fish paste.
And then she fish paste, and then she'll get him a piece of paper to cut, so you could be like, yeah, look, the real razor blades. It's dead mad.
She's mental.
So was my cousin for taking me.
Do you know what though? At least you've experienced it, because I haven't.
Have you not?
No.
You won't, if you do, you know.
Wow, she's mad.
I wonder how I want to know how she found out she could do it.
Yeah, that's true.
What was good? I'm going to make this candle disappear, Mum. Watch this. Not like the Roman candles. Put it down.
Do you remember that girl on Big Brother? Was it Kinga? She sat on a wine bottle.
Oh yeah.
I was only in like the beginning of high school then. That was like, oh my god, did you see that?
And everyone knew about it. It was in the paper.
Oh,
who thinks like?
I'm gonna give that a go.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of the main things. Like, nurses and A&E must have an absolute field day with what they find inside people's arseholes. Why did you put a light bulb in your mouth? Why have you got a fucking can of deodorant up your arsehole? Why is there a banana there?
I read a story where
do you know what I mean?
Was it someone? I can't think if I've still got it. There was a story where someone went in because I think it was an actual sex toy though. I don't think I've still got it.
That makes it better.
I think it was the most embarrassing A&E trip ever. A woman 34 gets 3-inch sex toy lodged inside her bum and says even doctors didn't know how to fish it out.
Is that about 3?
About 3 inches.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about that big. That's what I tell people.
And they didn't know how
There's
to get it out.
Too many dick jokes in this section. They didn't know how to fish it out. Where's it gone? After trying to fish it out for 40 minutes.
40?
She called 40. She decided to call 111 and even got her housemate to take a look.
I couldn't think of anything worse.
Right, put yourself in her position.
Uncomfortable.
Like, I just mean, like, if you put yourself in, like, at what point do you go, I need medical assistance here?
I think when you're trying to fish out a sex toy for 40 minutes and you can't even touch the top of it.
Is the a list, like, is the people you'd ring first before going to A&E, or would you just go straight to A&E?
I think my phone call would be to Lauren. I'm so sorry. Lauren, I've got a sex toy stuck up my arse. I've been trying to fetch it out for 40 minutes and I can't even feel it. Can you please come and just look at it for me?
Look at it.
Before I make a fucking show of myself and ring 111.
Imagine going into that A&E room. Yeah, can you just sit down over there? I can't.
I'll just stand here and wait for 12 hours.
Can I stand, please?
Oh, I know, I'd be mortified. But you know what? They'll have seen so much worse. At least it was something that was meant to be where it was.
You just have to come up with it. Sorry,
She tried.
I heard there's a job going in Benidorm, so I was just trying to practice. I just don't think I'd be able to bring myself to. I mean, I know I'm talking about doing stuff on my own in that first section, but I'm not going to A&E on my own with something lodged in my backside.
I mean, don't rule it out. It might happen.
In this day and age, you just never know. It's
you adventurous little sausage, you.
Hey, do you know what I've been watching lately? I've probably
telly.
Yeah, I've been watching the telly. I don't watch a lot of telly. I was listening to. I can't remember what I was listening to, but an advert come on for a TV series called The Lazarus Project, right?
Yeah.
And get this, it's going to sound dead bizarre, but just go with me for a second.
Okay. So
it's this. It's like they're like above the government agency. And their job is to stop world-ending events. If they're not successful, so think like nuclear missile strikes.
Okay, right? So if they're not successful, then the world ends?
No, but they've got a time machine. So they can push, it's called cold black. You press the button,
yeah,
and the whole world resets to the 1st of July of that year. And if it's like, so the last 1st of July, so say for example, 1st of July 2023, any point between the 1st of July 2023 and 1st of July 2024, they can reset it back. And then the reset point's the 1st of July. So then if they, say for example, if it gets to 1st of July 2024...
yeah.
I've blown your mind here.
You've said the 1st of July that many times that I've run out of fucking fingers to count them on.
Right.
So there's the 1st of July 2023 to the 1st of July 2024, and then you can push that button, and then if you make it to the 1st of July 2024...
No, so basically, yeah. So basically, it's just the
I'm so glad you don't write descriptions for Netflix. That's all I can fucking say, John.
I've got a new job as well. I'll do a description next week. No, basically... The 1st of July is the reset point.
I understand.
So whenever you press the button, it goes to the 1st of July.
July,
right?
Yeah.
And then when it's the next one,
the last one that just went, yeah.
When it's
Have you caught up?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So they and like loads of different things happen, but it also goes into like sort of the knock-on effects. So they think because an event happened, it's then domino effect into ending the world. So they go back, stop that from happening, and then they think it's just going to make it better, but it doesn't. It still ends up happening. Now, on one of them...
So then when they reset it again, they fix that one?
On one of it, yeah, well, but then they'd go back and then it's something else. It's like predetermined that the world just wants... It's dead mad, right? I'm not selling it.
To be honest, your explanation of it was fucking mad.
Yeah, but there's also like little side stories in there as well. So like one of them is his wife gets killed, right? No, listen.
I am listening.
And one of them, his wife gets killed, so then he wants to reset it to bring her back to life.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, you can't do that. It's only used for world-ending events. Not for anything else. So it's if you want bring some, it's like, well, what if you died? Well, I die. You can't reset it for anything else. So he goes on a little side quest to force them to reset it, and eventually he's successful. So he resets back, and he wakes up in his bed, and his wife's still there, and everything's back to like how it was. Now, so what they said though is only certain people have a gene that they can remember going back. Not everyone in the world does it, but they try and say like that's what deja vu is. So they'll say deja vu is like because we have lived it before, we've just reset it. And certain people can remember what happens. So people use it to like their own advantage. Like they'll use it for their own advantage because they know certain things are going to happen. So they'll put high bets on it and win loads of money. Anyway.
So for everyone that wanted to watch that programme, he's now told you every single ounce of what happens in it. So enjoy.
So
and if you didn't know, it's from July the 21st.
So
reset.
Here's a question though. So let's just say you had a button.
Stick with the reset button.
Let's just say you had the reset button and you can go back to the 1st of July. Like the previous
was it the
year.
1st?
Yeah. 1st of July, right? You can press the button and it just resets time. You remember everything that's happened, but nobody else does, right? What would you do again? So we pressed it now, bang, it's the 1st of July.
Start this fucking conversation again. John, I could have run a marathon. I could have run a marathon, got a waggers and come back and you'd still be telling me about this fucking programme.
It's really, I don't know why, I don't watch a lot of telly, which is probably a good thing. But then when I get into something and I want to watch it and I think it's really good.
I'm really happy for you that you found your thing.
Just right, do us a favour.
And the TV programme.
It's I think it's on Sky. Have you got Sky?
I haven't got Sky.
Right. Have you got a dodgy stick? I'm gonna call
I haven't got a dodgy stick.
Someone putting through the door. Come round mine and watch it.
I don't need to. I know what happens.
No, I just told you a little bit. I told you 10%. Right.
I'm not sitting on the Japanese
Promise me you'll watch it.
blanket.
Like, just watch it. Just watch it for us, honestly. It might not be your thing, but just for me, just watch it. We can talk about it. Gives us something to talk. I'm really enjoying it at the moment.
Okay.
1st of July.
I can't go with you.
I'm gonna my head's frazzled. Yeah, because I'm thinking about it. That's right. That's what's up with me. You know, I've just been sat there thinking, going, "Oh, what's going to happen on the next episode?" Like,
you're eager to get home.
It left on a cliffhanger. Like someone else is trying to make their own machine that does it, and it's like, "Ooh, what's going on now?" And they're like, "Oh, you can't have two machines." It's honestly, and it's not the world's going to end. The universe is going to end now, and there's no button to reset that. It's honestly, I can't wait for season 2. Watch it with me. Will you watch it, please?
No. I'm not huge into sessions of just.
I'm not sessions. I'm not huge into sessions. That was the word.
I know. I couldn't think what it was called.
All the words you knew, and it went. Just call them sessions.
Sessions. What's it called?
Sci-fi.
What?
Sci-fi.
No, like binge watching.
Oh, series.
And like watching series, that was the word.
I couldn't think of the words.
I don't watch them,
and
so
my
I
head's
forgot.
been frazzled today. I'm going to go back to the 1st of July and maybe not text anyone to say let's do a podcast. Just be like...
Okay. So guys, that's the end of today's pod. I need to get John home so he can watch this amazing series.
I think I need to be put in a room.
Yeah, the living room.
Yeah, the living room.
Or a padded one, whatever you prefer.
Just honestly, just watch it for me. And
what was it called again?
The Lazarus Project.
Lazarus.
Don't ask me to spell it.
Okay. LAZ?
Something like that.
LAX?
Lazarus Project. I really enjoyed it. Do us a favour. Don't be getting stuff stuck up your bum.
Oh yeah, surprise to come. And that's the saying, isn't it?
Surprise to come, stuck up your bum.
What's the saying?
It's like one of your rap Christmas songs. It's a surprise
to come, suck up my bum.
Jingle bells.
Jiggle my bells, jiggle them all the way.
Also, there's a special announcement on episode 3. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears. See you then. Cheers for listening. Anything you want to add?
It's been a blast.
Cheers.
Say bye, Theodore.
Woof.
Ow.
Woof. Ciao.
Bye.